Well, just keep in mind, your health's your biggest asset. So as much as the struggle is real, you've got an open door access now to
Hmm.
people with the information, experience, and expertise. And it's literally throw it in the community. You reach out and you've got the whole clinical team right there at your fingertips. And if need be, of course, you can have a conversation, come to the Q&As. But that was a really important part of the process because so often people are fearful of asking questions and or they don't feel like they have the time that they need and or there's some sort of resistance if they do ask a question. And we're all about making progress. So if you have something that you don't understand, that's confusing, that you need clarity on, like that day is the day to ask the question. If you can make progress with each decision that you're making, and if you don't gain that clarity, that could be a lack of 1 day progress. So we're here for you. There's no question. And for any of you, struggling, I guess what's going through my mind here right now is just to leave you with this is as much as some of you don't feel this way, it is the truth. And it's your body is constantly trying to help you, right? I mean, it's like a miracle in and of itself. And I know that sounds kind of cliche, but when you're experiencing symptoms, those are like your little fire alarms. They go off and they're trying to sound the alarm to let you know, hey, something's just not quite right. Something's not quite right. And rather than go down the rabbit hole of, Google doctor, or if you're at the point where you're like, I know I've talked to my doctor and they tell me I'm fine or they're normal or they know what's going on, but nothing seems to be helping, you're in that situation, you know, just trust in the fact that the body knows what it's doing. Okay. And then what we're doing is taking you further away from, some of you need this medical intervention, which is quite all right. Some of you are right there, and that's exactly what you need. But we're going to create this other side of the spectrum to have you consistently choose as much as you can that day, okay, within what we're asking you to do. Um, and day by day, it can be a little bit different, but we ask for you to just make progress and don't stress about the imperfections because there's going to be imperfections along the way. So it's not an all or nothing type of thing, but do understand the more you choose from the resources that you have, the more you interact, the more you get your answers, and the more you implement, the more likely you are to get phenomenal results. Because, as I said, I actually said this last week, but it's worth repeating. If your body came with an instruction manual, this would be it. Okay. So just try to do your best at implementing what we're asking you to implement, and trust in the fact that your body will allow for it to heal, because we're giving it everything it needs to do just that. The hard part is the human component of healing, which is we want it yesterday, but healing is a process. It's not an event, right? So just stay diligent, and if you get frustrated or uncertain or anything like that, reach out, and we'll tell you, hey, this is normal. Let's get through this. Or you know what, we need to maybe take a look at something else. But the majority of people, the more they do, the more they see benefit as they go through the process, which is an exciting thing for those of you just starting out.